video was a very loud fire alarm that was bothering me from the other side. I could hear from the other side of the house. I called 999, so you could hear an alarm come from the house. I'm not sure if it's a fire alarm, which you're meant to take seriously, or a burglar alarm, in which case, no need for 999 unless you see suspicious persons loitering or staking out the premises or whatever, or broken windows, or obvious signs of a possible break-in that has or is about to happen, or has just happened. Then obviously, you don't need to call police for a burglar alarm. For a fire alarm, however, you need to call the fire brigade. I was told I can't advise anything. I said, okay, fire please, and I was connected to the fire service. I've called him out, given the address and was that after investigating and putting me here to the door, hearing it came out address, putting my hand against the door, see if I could feel any hot heat, smelling for smoke, no signs of fire. Tried knocking on the doorbell, no answer, no lights, and for the benefit of the residents, not going to film the building, no lights, no cars, no signs of occupation, and apparently unoccupied. It doesn't mean unoccupied. We've now got the fire brigade on the way. You'll be rolling out one pump, of course, because there's no confirmed fire. At least here in Norfolk it's of course, some places not so obvious. One pump to go and investigate this possible fire and make sure that the alarm isn't sounding for a reason. I'm not sure what I'll be able to do without being able to gain access. So what I presume they'll do is they'll have to use the thermal imaging camera to record, to not record, to check out the building and see are there any signs of fire coming from it. But so I want to do is do my shoes, the thing. Yeah, it does sound like interlinked smoke detectors have all actuated at once due to one going off, which could mean, or it could be multiple smoke detectors that are not interlinked going off, which could easily mean a fire. So I'm going to see, is the premises potentially on fire? And then I don't know if it's actually unoccupied or if the occupants are just incapacitated. So I have called the fire service and also tried to make the occupants aware of the situation. Yeah, and something like the fire station Wyndham is they don't have full-time crews. They only have retained crews who do other jobs. They have a day job, often do their retained hours at the same time, and what happens is they take their pager to work, they get their pager may go off and they're called in, they have to drop what they're doing, drive into work at the fire station, get on the fire engine, mobilise the incident, which in this case is just an alarm. Sorry if I just just a stop apparatus, it's just another false alarm. The alarm just went off for no good reason. I'm not mean to waste their time, but I don't know if the building's in fact unoccupied. There could be kids in there. The alarm was so loud, indicate almost certainly it must be safety critical then. Why don't one design an alarm so loud and have it not be safety critical of some sort? Oh yeah, here I'm in Wyndham, Norwich Road. I'm not actually outside Leisure Centre, I'm elsewhere on Norwich Road. I had to select somewhere nearby Norwich Road. There's the crew, so just going to show them my phone screen so they can see what's happening. Hello. Okay, there's the fire engine. 142's to the right. 142 is to the right. Yeah, I think that's where it was coming from. Yeah, a loud alarm. I think it's a fire alarm. Thank you. I thought I'd let the firefighter know, being the one in charge of where the address is to the right and now he's approaching the door. And for the sake of the people in that house, I'm not going to embarrass them by putting their house all over YouTube. I don't think it's entirely fair while the firefighter does his job, and I'll just give a commentary on what he's doing as part of the job. The engine to my right is still with its lights on, just warning people to stay out the way of blue lights. And firefighters now running with torches miles, trying to control any fires. And now investigating to see what the apparent problem is. I'll stand back, so with my back to it, so I don't get blinded by the strobes, which do blind me. With autism, I can't cope, you see. But like an epileptic, pseudo seizures when overexposed. So yeah, we'll just highlight that I don't advocate wasting their time on purpose when it's what appears to be an unoccupied building. One you don't know could not in fact be unoccupied. I may have kids in there who are other trapped persons. Thought it'd be better to call the fire brigade and look out for the people inside. In the end, I don't know if they're sleeping persons inside. It is after dark, so we did want an emergency response. So yeah, I'm just waiting for the fire service outside an unknown address on Lloyd Road. I'm not unknown, I know it, but I won't be giving someone else's address all over the internet for an incident that wasn't their fault and they had no control over it. The interesting thing is the alarms have now silenced. This could be for any amount of reasons. It could be because the fire's eaten up the smoke alarms. It could be because they've run out of battery. It could be because it could be that my God, the alarm's gone silent isn't a good thing at all. It could be because the occupants realised that they did something silly and finally ended up resetting them. Interesting enough, here's I sat down. The only reason I'm smiling is because I thought it was Stanley for a moment. Shout out to Danny, by the way. I know him from a pub called the Croskins, where I started going regularly before I came out as trans. Now I won't even let me use the bathroom, which is annoying. Stopped going to the Croskins after that. So shout out to Danny, retained firefighter, another retained firefighter, epic guy. So there's a crew of apart from the one who's out, presumably the incident commander, who's out of the engine now to investigate. There's one driver, another three there. There's one driver there, another three there, and so it's a crew of a total of 5 on the engine. So I love how this firefighter is arose with his helmet in hand. But yeah, definitely call the fire brigade for an alarm going off in the middle of the night. You're far better off doing that and it turns out the alarm was false than hesitating or delaying, by which point you've already lost half your house, or worse still, your wife and kids, or it's spread to a neighbouring property. Or it grows out of control requiring multiple pumps, whereas for something stupidly small, one pump is likely going to be enough. For something silly, you're going to require likely at least 3. Something serious, you're going to require at least 3 engines, if not more. Firefighters now attempt to do his job and investigate this. Yeah, I'm with the engine in the background.